everybody, Trish is working on some beautiful grape jelly that she's making from the grapes from our garden today. Here's the sugar, and here's our big stove. Hi, Trish. Say hi, Trish.
Hi.
Now we're going to look at the stove here. These are the big pots that she's going to use. She's going to make about 15 jars of grape jelly from the juice from the garden that I just picked. So let's go out and look at the garden in the backyard. This is in our house in Allentown, Pennsylvania, our row house in Allentown, in the middle of the city. And here's our beautiful pond. And I'm going to feed our lovely little fish, Selma. She's not that little, actually. And she just constantly wants to eat. I think this is the 4th time I fed her today. Here she is. Give me some food. Come here, Selma. Here we go. There. She's eating up some stuff. I don't want to give her too much because she's ODing. So this is our yard here, and there's some of the beautiful bushes, our beautiful red maple, Japanese maple. So we're going to go up in the backyard, but first we're just going to take a quick look at the grapes. See, here's the grapes, and this is where I picked some of the purple grapes that Trish has. They're Concord grapes. And we're going to go up here. And this is the top of our garages, and this is where we have all the plantings. Nice coolish day today for July. Usually it's really, really hot. But we have loads of herbs. So there's thyme and oregano, and more oregano, and what's that other stuff? There's some what is this called? This is a Japanese or Thai basil. This is a regular basil that's so beautiful. Here's some celery that we actually grew from the end of a celery plant that we got at the store, and some wonderful lettuces, spinach, our Egyptian walking onions that we really love, that are perennial actually. And here's some beets. Take a look at these beets growing there. You can see the beets. And there's some chard and onions with red sail lettuce and more lettuces, and a terrific double bed of carrots. We've planted a lot of green beans so that we can do nitrogen fixing in the soil. Here's some of the green beans in lots of the different types. This is peppers here. There's a lot of peppers in these containers. Here's a big example of one of the really big Bertha peppers that we have. Look at how big this pepper is. And then we have lots and lots of sweet potatoes. Here is celery. It's another kind of celery that we got from Rodale. And this is our eggplant that we like, the Japanese eggplant. They're sweeter. There's some eggplants in here. Here's one growing in here. It's a little one. We had a bunch of them last night. They were much bigger than that. And up here we have a big tub of mint. I've been having Trisha making me wonderful mint tea that I drink every day. Cold mint tea, which is a lovely beverage. And here's our calico butter beans. They're kind of like lima beans, but they're so much meatier and better tasting. They're not ready yet. They'll be ready in the middle of August, the end of July, or at the end of August. You can see some of the big pods that are growing on there. And a whole lot more sweet potatoes, because those we'll have a big harvest from those, and they'll last us all the way into next year. Here's some ground cherry, and this is a fig. This fig tree is supposed to overwinter in our zone, so we're hoping that's true. This is another fig tree that we've been keeping inside in the winter, but it doesn't work very well. You can see the figs though. See those figs? So these are all the sweet potatoes here, and down here we have some beautiful okra. Check out this okra. Look at that. Pretty neat. And here's some flowers that we have to bring the bees to the yard and the hummingbirds to the yard. And then, of course, the tomatoes, the wonderful tomatoes. We're doing pretty well with the tomatoes this year. We tend to have Roma tomatoes are our primary ones, so that we can make salsa and sauce from them. And there's more beans here. You can see lots of the beans. And a big thing of sweet potatoes. And here we are, up here on the roof. There's the back of our house. And the garden and the city. Thanks.